Eastern Kentucky, where I was raised, where the wildlife and mountains call my name. I was born to hunt, I was born to guide, a camouflage on a rifle by my side. Just good old country boys chasing dreams in the Appalachian Mountains, fields and streams. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, the bugling elks that are on the run. Where those dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. The coyotes run all night. It's music to my ears and in my sights. I've got this hunting fever down in my bones. I'm glad my daddy taught me everything I know. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, the bugling elks that are on the run. Where dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, a bugling elks that are on the run. Where dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. The TLC Outfitter is our name.
Live, my name is Trinity Shepherd. We appreciate you so much for joining us tonight. We're joined by our good friend Corey Terry. We appreciate him taking time out of his busy schedule, just getting prepped, I'd say, for a long night and long morning of taking care of the park, if I was guessing.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a long week.
It's going to be a long week. We got a lot of nasty weather heading in, depending on where you are watching from. Some of y'all may have already had it, and we're getting prepared for it. Of course, that's the big ice storm that's supposed to be coming our way. It's supposed to be up to an inch of ice. Hopefully it misses us, but if it don't, we're ready.
It ain't going to miss us.
It ain't going to miss us. That's
No,
right. So I hope everybody's having a great week, man. I tell you what, we have had a fantastic week since the last time we've talked to you last week, and we're going to be telling you all about the Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament. What a wonderful tournament, man. It was awesome to see everybody show up. It's awesome atmosphere, and we appreciate everybody. So I don't feel like we got as many coyotes as we wanted. Of course, we can't ever get too many, but I feel like we made a good start anyway.
Yeah, man. Oh, it was awesome. What did we have? What, 15 dogs?
15 dogs, man. That's pretty good. That's and I read sometime, or one of the biologists told me that for every coyote that you take out, and I think my best friend Matt said this, for every coyote taken out, that saves 7 fawns a year. So if you take 15, that's a lot of dogs right there.
That's a lot of dogs.
That's a lot of fawns too. So hopefully we can get this thing going. We've got a lot of requests for maybe one coming up next month. People can see it. Of course, it won't be the same format as Dog Days, but I tell you what, man, we're looking at doing a March Madness tournament, calling it Coyote Madness, and looking to do maybe a head-to-head tournament. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see what it brings, but we are definitely going to try to have one next month, so we're pretty excited about that. We appreciate y'all tuning in. If you've not done so, please like and share this feed. Of course, tonight's show is powered by Vortex Optics. If you have not checked out Vortex Optics, let me tell you something, you are missing out. Vortex Optics is the optics of TLC Outfitters, from our rangefinders, binoculars, spotting scopes, everything. Our rifle scopes is Vortex. If you've not checked them out, be sure to go over and check out their VIP unlimited, unconditional lifetime warranty. And man, it is a wonderful, wonderful company, wonderful people to deal with. Go over and join the Vortex Nation at vortexoptics.com. We appreciate them very much, and also appreciate them being a sponsor of the Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament. We got a bunch of shout outs. As always, we've got the two guys behind the scenes making this thing happen. Thomas Rainey from Bobcat Sports Live, Chris Meade from Mr. Tire. Of course, I know Thomas is a proud papa tonight as his son Jake and the Betsy Lane Bobcats pulled off a huge win at home over the Pike Central Hawks. And, man, that team looked good tonight.
Just by the clips he was showing, they was clicking on all cylinders.
That's
tonight.
Exactly right, man. So congratulations to our good buddy Jake Rainey. Can't wait to get him back out in the turkey woods. Hopefully get him his first turkey. But congratulations to Jake Rainey and the Betsy Lane Bobcats for their victory tonight, and hope everybody stays safe. We appreciate Thomas coming being with us, and Chris Meade from Mr. Tire of Prestonsburg. I don't have to tell you every episode, man. Go out and check out Mr. Tire here in Prestonsburg for all your tire needs. If you need an oil change, whatever, they're going to take care of you there. Our good buddies, of course, Chris, Nathan, Brandon, and Delmer, they're all going to take good care of you right there at Mr. Tire in Prestonsburg. Darryl McCoy at D&D Sports. Our good buddy Aaron Scott at Copperhead. Man, we couldn't have asked for a better place to host the Dog Days of Tournament. They rolled out the red carpet, anything we need. The parking lot was awesome. The atmosphere was awesome.
Yeah.
Aaron Scott, our good friend from Copperhead Gun and Indoor Range, we appreciate you very much. Keith Moore from Savage Farms, Jeff Sloans from Sloan's Plumbing, Brad Yance from Yance's Septics, and also I would like to take credit for this tournament, but this thing actually came about because of our good friend Saul Lakers from the Floyd County Farm Bureau. We appreciate him very much. Got a very, very special shout out to our number one fan today. Today is her birthday. Of course, that's none other than my mama, Shirley Shepherd. We all want to wish you a very happy birthday, and you already know that we love you very, very much. Thank you for everything that you do, all your support, and thank you for always being my biggest fan. I appreciate you very much, everything you do for me. Of course, we've talked about Vortex a little bit. One thing that I skipped over is these right here. Now, these optics right here we've got from Vortex, man, let me tell you something. These things are amazing. They're tough. If you've not checked out the Fury 5000, so these are Fury HD 5000s. They're a 10 by 42 binocular, but they actually have a rangefinder in them. And these binoculars are not priced as much as one would think. If you look at other competitors, if you looked at Leopold or Swarovski, I mean, this is astronomically cheap as far as the price. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. This product right here, man, it's no secret. I put a lot of miles on a pair of binoculars.
Yes, sir.
And these can have withstand an entire elk season with us. They've got a 5,000 yard rangefinder, and to this point it's been as accurate as I could ask for any rangefinder to be able, especially in the elk woods, to be able to look through your binoculars and then give your hunter the range, especially during the archery season, is pretty important. So everybody make sure to check out the Fury 5000. Eliminate the unknown. You will not be disappointed in these binoculars by Vortex. That's the Fury HD 5000. Absolutely an awesome set of optics right there if you're looking for a pair. Man, we have got so much to go over tonight. I don't even know where to start. I hope everybody is staying safe. Just see who we got with us. If you've not done so, please like and share this feed. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters, the leading choice, and Eastern Kentucky. Shannon Wallen, hey buddy, hope you're doing good. Of course, our big Bobcat winner. We'll be talking about him in just a few moments. We've got some other folks with us. Of course, J.K. Hall, Kaylin Trent Hicks, Keith Moore watching. Very own Corey Black, of course, my mom. Hope y'all are doing good. Christy Miller, Dalton Cornett, buddy. Hope you're doing good and staying safe up there in northern Kentucky. Tell Papa Greg, I said hello. Our very own Tim Fannin. Hey, buddy, hope you're doing good. Dwayne Evans, Mike Akin, Dylan Bishop, Anthony, Catherine, Deborah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Very own Tate Boyd, Kevin Newsom, our very own Caleb Cox. You don't know a guy by the name of Caleb Cox, do you?
Yes, sir.
He's
a little camera shy.
He's a little camera shy. He doesn't know it, but he's going to give us the fishing report here. He's been out fishing this evening. I can't wait till you hear about the one that got away. Jordan Pratt, Pamela Prater, thank you all so much for tuning in. Jerry Bailey, Catherine Leanne Goebel, thank you for tuning in. John Pruitt, Trevor, Alyssa Arnett. Who is that?
I think she should be a top fan by now. Seems like she's watching every week.
I think she's shy. I think she's turned that top fan badge off or something. She has been watching every week, but we appreciate her. Chad, there's our buddy Jake Rainey. Congratulations, man. We're proud of you. Very, very proud of you, buddy. Richie and Jody Terry. Poor old Mama Terry. I'm going to tell you something right now. This woman, if I didn't know anything else about your mom and dad, just knowing that this lady has to put up with you and Andrew, she has to be a tough lady.
Maybe she was blessed with the best.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tim and Mark, thank you for watching. Lauren Collins, Steve, Cody, Brandon Mead. Hey, buddy. Hope you're doing good, man. Derek, thank you so much for tuning in. Shane Allen, man, and Rick. Shane, of course, we're going to be talking about him. His team won first place in our Predator tournament. We're going to be talking about that, and I just turned my phone upside down. There we go. And it kind of froze on me. Love it. Don't you love technology, man? All right, let's see. Cokie Salisbury Bay, hope you're doing good. Bradley in Brooklyn. Ricky Newsom, another guy that showed up, and they brought some stuff in. Of course, the funniest thing is when Ricky and Blake, here's these two big guys bring in this little possum.
Yeah.
It was funny. They got in on the Nest Predators. That's good. Kevin Chaffins, Jim and Gina Burke, thank you, our very own here at the park. Mike and Kim. Brandon Martin, first time viewer. Hey man, Brandon, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you very much. Our very own Paris, Canada. Jeff Beaker, Amanda, Jason Kilgore. Hope y'all are doing good. Boy, we got. Hey man, Clayton, how you doing, man? We miss you. We miss you, Clayton. Maybe we can get you back on the show here real soon, buddy. We hope that you're doing good. My old pal from college, Jonathan Ballard, Patty, Jeremy Miller, our good friends from PMP, Hunting Central Kentucky, Vicky and Chris Pendleton, thank you so much for watching. Brian Aiken and Lakin Hall, thank you for watching. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Of course, our biggest thing is our Dog Days of Winter Predator tournament we're going to be talking about in just a few moments, and we're going to be making some announcements tonight as well. But just a little bit of news. Of course, a lot of seasons is going to be going out February the 28th, the end of this month. Most seasons will be going out, and of course the license year, your hunting and fishing license, will end February the 28th, and a new license will begin March the 1st. So keep that in mind if you're out there not really paying attention to dates or whatever. Of course, you want to be in line with all rules and regs. Also, it's never too late to book a hunt. There's a lot of holidays coming up, like Valentine's and birthdays and different things like that. Book somebody a hunt. We've got guided turkey hunts coming up for the spring. No better place, man, to take a guided turkey hunt than Eastern Kentucky. If you want a real action-packed turkey hunt,
yes, sir,
you need to come to the hills of Eastern Kentucky to do it. I know last year, man, you and Caleb, myself, we chased them gobblers all over the place. I got to be in on one of yours.
Yep.
And a public land bird.
Both of mine were public
Both
land
of your
birds.
birds were public, and you earned every stitch of it.
17 miles in 3 days chasing them birds.
Yep. So, man, we can't wait to get back at them. And I'm going to tell you something. We have got the best turkey hunting anywhere in the state right here in Eastern Kentucky. Be sure to check it out. The fishing and boating guide is out now. The 2021-2022 fishing and boating guide is out, so be sure to check that out. Also, don't forget, you got till April 30th to put in for the Kentucky Elk Draw. Somebody is going to take, a whole lot of somebody is going to take home a tag. This could be your year. There's one guarantee. If you don't put in, you can't be drawn.
That's exactly
now,
right.
Hey, and if you don't put in, that just gives me a better chance. Even though I think they draw my name over and over and they see who it is and they throw it back in the pot.
I don't blame them. I wish they quit doing mine that way.
I heard that. Well, that's what happened when you started hanging out with us. You know, you got that name. That's right. And also, if you hold that up over there. Now, look here. I would love to take the credit for these, but I cannot take the credit for these. But Corey and some of the folks here at the park and maintenance have got together over the weekend and have went out and put on a lot of miles and finding sheds, man. And I wish, and that's a stud. Both of these are good, especially that one. But I wish we had the one that our buddy, they're a matching set that our buddy Dylan Dalton got over the weekend. That is amazing. And that deer next year is going to be a stud. And he's told us
it'll be a booner.
It'll be a booner. And he told us that was the smaller of the bucks that was in there.
He's got 3 or 4 on camera. That's absolutely giant.
So that just shows you, man, the good genetics that's here in Eastern Kentucky. You know, even though we had the big die-off, 3 or 4 years ago, the genetics have came back, and we've seen a lot of big bucks taken this year. And I think that in the upcoming years is going to be big as far as whitetails are concerned, as long as we don't get another episode of VHD or something like that. So fingers crossed. Folks, we're getting ready to take a commercial break, and we're going to be coming back here. We're going to be talking about the Dog Days of Winter Predator tournament that happened this past weekend. Phenomenal tournament. Can't say thank you enough to everybody. If you've not done so, please like and share this video feed. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters, the leading choice, and Eastern Kentucky. We'll be back here in a few moments. You're watching TLC Outfitters Live. Hey folks, welcome back here to TLC Outfitters Live. Thank you so much for tuning in on this cold and what's soon to be icy Wednesday night. We appreciate you very, very much. If you've not done so, please like and share this feed. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters, the leading choice, and Eastern Kentucky. Finally, I got this guy on camera. Of course, Corey had a telephone call. I think his kids called that. I mean, they outrank us all, and rightly so. He's a good papa, man. But anyway, we have our good friend and my coworker Caleb Cox, Good buddy of ours, hunting buddy, hunts and fishes. But now I have to tell you something. When it comes to fishing, this guy right here knows his stuff. And you had a little fishing trip this evening out on the lake, just banking it a little bit. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, actually, I got the itch after work. I decided I'd go out for a little bit. Knew it would be cold and windy. It was definitely cold out there, but with the water temperatures as low as it is, it's hard to catch a bass right now.
It is.
You know, just as well as I do. So I just went out this evening and messed around with some crappie. And
now, what I want to know is, now when it comes to fish, I'm dumb at most things, but when it comes to fishing, I have zero intelligence. What made today, you know, what made about today say, I want to go try to catch some crappie? Was there anything about the weather, the front moving in? What was it?
It was nothing in particular, but honestly, all the guys that I've grew up around fishing, you know, obviously everybody wants to go out whenever it's pretty and sunny and 75, but everybody always told me on a nasty day,
that's the best
a
fishing.
day like today with the front moving in, that the fish would pull up and feed. And I proved that theory a little bit this winter and have been out a little bit.
Now, how did you do this evening?
I done fair. The size wasn't there. Didn't catch, well, let me take that back. The numbers wasn't there, but some of the size were. Didn't get near as many bites, but I did catch a few good ones.
People overlook, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but people overlook our little mud hole. We call Dewey our little mud hole. You know, Dewey only 1,100 acre lake, but you know, there's some great crappie fishing and other fisheries anyway, but the crappie fishing, especially this time of year heading into spring, is pretty awesome. Now, what can you tell us a little bit about the setup you was using today to fish with?
Yeah, today I was just throwing a 16th ounce jig head with it's a shad style bait. It's really small. It's actually considered a Damiki style bait.
Right.
It's just a shad imitator. And I think whenever you put the bait over top of the fish, and
they're hungry.
They're hungry.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's a little bit harder for them to catch food this time of year. They're where the temperatures are cold.
It's an easy meal for them to come up and bite.
Yeah. Now we also know that you and Corey and your dad got to spend some time down south. Tell us a little bit about that trip.
Yeah, last weekend we actually went to Dale Hollow, and yeah. As Corey just gave me the thumbs down, it was a really tough weekend.
Yep.
At one point, there was ice and snow on my front deck.
Yeah. I think Corey's a little bit spoiled, you know, and that's what happens when you go with TLC Outfitters. Now, you're used to success in most things. But I think Corey was a little bit spoiled in the fact that, you know, y'all went and didn't have a big successful, you know, trip as far as catching fish. But, man, anytime you get to go to a lake like Dale Hollow, or you get to spend time, you know, with your brothers in the outdoors and you know, good fellowship and everything, I mean, whether you're catching or you ain't, it's a good trip.
That's right. It's all about spending time with the family.
That's right. Now, what were y'all fishing for at Dale Hollow, as if I have to ask?
We were bass fishing, but, you know, obviously going to Dale Hollow, being a smallmouth majority lake,
yep,
that's definitely what we focus most of our time on, and it don't always work out. We did catch a few fish, but
right, no big numbers.
No.
Now, coming up, if you know, there's a lot of things coming up. You know, we've got February's a good month, but as we creep closer to turkey season, it gets better and better and better. What would you suggest to somebody out there for the month of February as far as bass fishing, and then as far as crappie fishing is concerned? Give them a little insight.
Probably for the month of February, you know, the water's still in the low 40s, even at Dale Hollow, and I just come back from Chickamauga this weekend, and it was only the highest I think I seen the water temp was 45 and 46.
How'd y'all do down there? I forgot to ask about that.
Not very good at all.
Not very good.
No. A lot of boat traffic out for this time of year, which is surprising. But for a lake like that, you know.
Right. And that's in Alabama.
Chickamauga was in Tennessee.
Tennessee, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did y'all not have an Alabama trip planned sometime?
Yeah, we actually spent the first day in Alabama.
Yep. So y'all put the miles on. So you know what you're doing, and I know your dad does too, and he's taught you well, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt him. Give the folks a little bit of advice for the month of February.
Like I said, with the water temperature still being in the 40s, I'm going to typically stick to finding rock and usually just dragging a jig around.
Yeah.
Very rarely will I throw a moving bait that the bass have to actually chase a lot.
Right. So you're finessing. You're finesse fishing.
Yes.
Sort of.
There's times that you can get a reaction strike by throwing a crankbait or throwing a swim bait in there at them. But typically, if I had to pick one bait, it would be a jig.
And I know you love these muskie that's in this lake now, right?
Yeah.
don't be putting down on our muskie.
Yeah, I've not got to even see a lot of them,
yeah.
But we know that they're in there, and they definitely put a dent in the crappie population at times.
I heard that. Well, man, I tell you what, we appreciate you coming on the show and finally broke the ice getting you on here. You done very well, man. Thanks for the information. You know, all the information we can get out there to people, the better. And, man, listen, I know y'all are going to be burning it up as April and May comes along. Yep. So good luck to you, and we appreciate you very much.
All right.
Hey, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Going to get Corey back in here. Going to be talking about the Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament. Like I said, if you've not done so, like and share this feed. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters and Eastern Kentucky. We'll be back here in a few moments. You're watching TLC Outfitters Live. Tinsley Custom Wildlife, formerly Central Kentucky Taxidermy, is located in Anderson County, Kentucky, in the heart of the bluegrass, and is surrounded by some of the best hunting opportunities in the southeastern United States. Wildlife is abundant in Kentucky, and there's a great diversity of game to hunt. Elk, white-tailed deer, black bear, predators, waterfowl, as well as many others. The variety of local species in Kentucky provides owner Justin Tinsley with a great opportunity to excel in the art of taxidermy. Also an avid hunter, Justin understands the sportsman's expectations with taxidermy as he prides himself in providing this to each and every customer. Tinsley Custom Wildlife is the only USDA fully certified taxidermy facility in the state of Kentucky. Once your hunt of a lifetime is complete, allow Tinsley Custom Wildlife's award-winning taxidermy to make your trophy into a masterpiece. Give us a call today at 502-680-1022, or you can check us out on the web at centralkytaxidermy.com and at Facebook at Tinsley Custom Wildlife. Hey folks, welcome back to TLC Outfitters Live. We appreciate you so much for tuning in on this cold and what's soon to be icy Wednesday night, man. I'll tell you what, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for all the ice. You know, the last big, now we've had some ice storms, but the last big one I remember is 2009. And man, it was bad. It sounded like a war zone out there popping. So all the trees falling. I'm hoping that's not tonight.
It's going to be. You might as well be ready for it because you ain't going to bed either.
We'll have to get after cutting trees all night, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
We got some folks on here that's just joined us. Thank you all for tuning in. And I see our good friend Saul Akers on here. Let me tell you something. The topic we're getting ready to talk about, of course, that's the Dog Days of Winter. I have to give Saul Akers all the credit as far as planting that seed. You know, Saul was coming to me one time. Of course, Salt Acres and the Floyd County Farm Bureau is good friends of the park and really big into the community. Anything, I mean, and I'm not talking about just whatever. I mean, they're all hands on deck, man. Anything that we need or whatever. And he said, Trendy, he said, we really need to get some of these coyotes out here. He said they're running rampant, and of course, COVID hit or whatever, but we finally found a time, and I tell you what, man, it was absolutely amazing to see the number of people that came out and
in such a short amount of time.
In such a short amount of time. Listen, we're going to make this an annual event next year. I hope to have 100 teams or more. So
and 100 dogs.
And over 100 dogs. That's right. So we're really excited about that. But I'm going to give you a little bit of the stats on this thing. We're going to talk about our sponsors, and I'm going to be listing them off because without the sponsors, without the people participating, and without people like Salt Acres, from the Floyd County Farm Bureau, really pushing for the betterment of Eastern Kentucky, especially Floyd County and Prestonsburg, things like this couldn't happen. It's nothing we done. This was a non-profit. There was no profit made off of this, and all the sponsors, everything went back to all the stuff went back to the teams. But Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament just happened this prior weekend, February 5th through the 7th. We have 33 teams. And I'm talking about we put this thing together in about 3 weeks. 33 teams.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, man. 33 teams. We had a harvest. Now this, if you're just checking this out and didn't know anything about it, this was a trap, snare, call and shoot, any legal means of take for all predators. So we have 15 dogs, 4 bobcats, so 15 coyotes, 4 bobcats, 5 raccoons, and 3 possums checked in. And we had, of course, we had the regular tournament. We had a high rollers tournament, which those teams ended up being, they put in for both. And then we had the big cat, and then we had the nest predator pot. Now, Ricky Newsom, I believe, won the nest predator pot. So basically what we done is for every nest predator, so we had 8 nest. What's a nest predator? Well, everybody out there probably knows, but in case you don't, we're talking about raccoons, possums, minks, foxes, skunks, things like that, legal take of trapping or shooting that will get into your upland bird species. We're talking about grouse, or you get into quail eggs or turkey eggs, things like that, and just destroy nests. So we wanted to help take the pressure off with a few of those. But Ricky Newsom actually won. Our good buddy won the nest predator pot. Shannon Wallen, and he says on here, he said, "Man," he said, "my possum paid off."
That it did.
That's right, man. And Shannon Wallen, our good buddy on here, we have 4 cats brought in. Now, cats have to be telechecked, and we made sure all those cats were telechecked, checked in, confirmation numbers before we would even touch them. Okay, but Shannon Wallen got the big cat with a 20.5-pound bobcat, and he won a nice gift from Copperhead Gun and Indoor Range, our host and one of our sponsors. He won a $100 gift card to Copperhead Guns and Indoor Range, so that's pretty neat. We also had a rifle that was sponsored by Floyd County Farm Bureau, a 6.5 Creedmoor and a Thompson Center compass. We got that, and Jordan Marcelette won that. And every person there that participated, and showed up. Now, you didn't have to be present to win the rifle, but you had to be present to win the door prizes. Every person that showed up Sunday evening walked away with a nice prize.
They sure did.
And we're very excited about that. Of course, I want to talk about our sponsors. Like I said, I've went over this time and time again. Without the sponsors, without the participants, there's no reason to put anything on. Of course, our main sponsor, our title sponsor, was Kentucky Farm Bureau, the Floyd County Farm Bureau, and of course, Copperhead Gun and Indoor Range was our host site. They graciously rolled out the red carpet and let us sit up there. City of Prestonsburg, Mayor Les Stapleton, Richie Schoolcraft come out, put up a nice tent for us. Of course, our platinum sponsor was Sloan's Plumbing. Gold sponsors was Younce's Septic Service, HPT Physical Therapy, and Sports Medicine. Our silver sponsors was Blaine's Guns and Bows, Bassmaster and FLW Pro Chris Grow. We had Burley Custom Calls. We had Conquest Scents. We had Dark Energy, Fannon's Photography. We had, man, we've got so many I can't hardly go through. We have Mallard Smacker Lanyards. We had, let's see here, Iron and Ash Tattoo of Inez. We had, looks like Inez Gun and Tackle. Let's see who else we got here. We've got P&H Hunting Central Kentucky. We have Nathan and Chessie Arnett Music. We have Outdoor Video Works, Rackology, Ride Direct of Prestonsburg, Savage Farms. We had Sherwin Williams of Pikeville, Thoroughbred Diesel. We had the Tent Shop of Inez. We had Tommy Maynard Jr. Auto Sales. Of course, Vortex Optics, 3R Archery, High Tech Signs. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. But we appreciate each and every one of those sponsors for making this successful event happen. If we didn't have you, it wouldn't have happened. So we appreciate it. And I have to say a huge shout out to my team, all the folks at TLC Outfitters, for putting this thing out there, helping us get sponsors, helping us get door prizes, and the folks that showed up to work, man, we appreciate you all tremendously. Of course, Sawyer, our very own Sawyer Adams, and Corey Black putting together all the paperwork and all that stuff, all the flyers, all the social media stuff on that. Dylan Hansford was there. Chris Meade was there. Corey Terry was there. Who else on our who else was on our team that was there? There was a bunch, man, that showed up. But we appreciate
Both
it. Andrew Guess, Andrew Skeens, Ernest showed up. I know Dyron done some work. Dyron done some running for us and trapping. Aaron Bingham got us a bunch of stuff and helped out with that. I mean, just on and on and on. Matt helped put the word out there. The thought that went into this and the effort for 3 weeks, I'm so proud of everybody that helped, and I'm grateful to our sponsors, grateful to the participants. I can't say that enough, how grateful we are to coming out and being with us. Thank you. So we had such a good turnout that our original thought process was to go first through third. And, of course, I've got to make something right.
Better lick your calf over on this one, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Don't be salt in the wound. I appreciate it. But yours truly made a huge mistake at the award ceremony. Probably a good thing it was partially dark and not a very good video.
Yeah, probably.
So let me announce the winners, and then I'll tell you what my mistake was. As some of y'all, I see you on there, Earl Dwayne. I see you on there. I know y'all sitting out there laughing at. That's fine. Hey, listen, I'm a big boy.
You better start here and then work your way back and forth.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you. 5th place was Darrell Huff and Jeremy Miller. 4th place was Cameron Hamilton and Bub Tackett. 1st through 3rd had 3 dogs each, had 3 coyotes each. So we had to do the heaviest coyote. So, down from there. 3rd place was Andrew Shepard and Sean McManus. 2nd place was Earl Dwayne Hall and Michael Elliott. And the winner of the 1st annual Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament was Shane Allen and Brandon Elam. Now, let me tell you what I done wrong. So I had this sheet of paper. Now, keep in mind, I didn't write this sheet of paper down. I'm going to say that. I'm going to take all the blame. But I did not write this out, okay? I just read it wrong.
Chris?
Yep. Corey Black. Anyway, I got 1st through 3rd all wrong. I gave 1st place to 3rd place. I gave 2nd place to 1st place.
Yep. And
I gave 3rd place to 2nd place or something like that. Let's just say it was really, really embarrassing. But thankful thankful to my team, but more thankful to the participants for understanding that we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We got it all cleared up, and everything is good to go. So that is your winners and your places for the first ever Dog Days of Winter Predator Tournament. Man, I have to tell you, I really expected a bigger haul, and we talked to a lot of people and got a lot of input from that tournament. I think one of the reasons, and it kind of backfired on me a little bit, I thought to myself, well, have it in February, one being which I wanted to have it when we had trapping, right. But I also wanted to have it because it's, of course, their breeding season. And I really thought that, it would be a little bit easier to maybe use that to catch more dogs, trap more dogs, or call them in, but it didn't prove to be that way. So we only got 15 dogs, but I mean, these coyotes are tough to hunt.
They are.
So just because you go out and you set up a call don't mean you're going to kill a coyote.
But you got to think of all the dogs that was seen or missed, too, as well.
Yeah, that's right. I know our winners right there, Shane Allen. He showed me a video. They had 3 dogs coming in at once, and it's hard, man, to run a call and to whatever. But now the night hunting, everybody's raving about the night hunting, especially the ones with the thermals.
Oh, yeah.
So that gives a little bit more of an edge. But I think this tournament just kind of showed, man, what a tough adversary, how tough it is to hunt coyotes, whether you're hunting them at night, whether you're hunting them at day, or you're trapping them, whether you're hunting them out of breeding season or in breeding season. So kudos to everybody that showed up, come out, had a good time. You can look on our Facebook page after the video tonight and see all of the stuff that we posted about it and our sponsors. You got anything to add about the Dog Days of Winter Tournament, man?
No, you pretty much covered everything, man. I'm glad you owned up to your mistake.
Yeah, thanks.
Other than that, no, man, it was just a great turnout. It was a huge success, friendly environment, great music. Everything went perfect.
Oh, man, Nathan and Chess. Let me tell you something about Nathan and Chessie Arnott. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter if you put them on a stage, in a studio, outside, on the show, if you put them out in the freezing cold beside of a fire, excellence just comes out of every note that's hit and every song that's sung, man. They are absolutely phenomenal.
They are.
Some of the best talent I've ever heard that's come out of Eastern Kentucky or anywhere for that matter. So big shout out to them for coming out and playing, Nathan and Chessie Arnott. Thank you all. If you've not checked out Turning Ground, Nathan's Bluegrass Band, a recording group, a bluegrass recording group, or if you haven't checked out Nathan and Chessie Arnott music, you are missing out. And Chris over here laughing and whatever. A man could do 100 good things, and you let him mess up one award ceremony, and then everybody's down on him. So that's how it is. That's yeah. We won't talk about the lug nuts that.
Boy,
we better stay off that.
We better stay off that.
Oh,
Poor old Brandon.
Poor old Brandon. That's right. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back here, and we are going to wrap things up. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope if you've already been through it, I hope it wasn't that bad, and I hope we don't get it that bad, but I hope everybody's prepared. Stay safe tonight, and we appreciate each and every one of you. If you've not done so, please like and share this video. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters and Eastern Kentucky. We'll be back here in just a few moments with TLC Outfitters Live.
Shows it now, though.
Are we on break?
I hope so.
Are we pausing?
C&H Welding of Prestonsburg, Kentucky is Eastern Kentucky's leader in all your metalworking and welding needs. Whether you need indoor upgrades and furnishings or outdoor safety items and equipment repair, C&H Welding has the knowledge and equipment to tackle almost anything. With family first and Christian faith, trust C&H Welding with your metalworking, fabrication, and welding repairs. From handrails, critter-proof garbage bins, and commercial needs are only a few of the tasks C&H Welding can do for you. Give Derek and Sheila at C&H Welding a call today at 606-259-2406 or check them out on Facebook at C&H Welding. Hey everybody, welcome back here to TLC Outfitters Live. Thank y'all so much for making us part of your Wednesday night. I just want to say thank you to each and every person that supports us week in and week out, man. It is truly a blessing to get to do what we do, and that's because of you all. It's because of all the hunters that have come and hunt with us, and all the hunters that will come and hunt with us. We appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. The support this past weekend from our local community and people abroad for the Predator tournament was phenomenal. So much so that we're going to plan on try to do one in March. So get ready for it. We're going to do one in March. Now, of course, the sponsor stuff and all that, we probably won't have that, but it will be an open tournament. We've talked about trying to do a bracket head-to-head tournament as well, but stay tuned within the next week or so. That'll be coming out. Also, we're going to be putting on a big youth turkey hunt event. I'm not going to spill the beans right now what it's going to be, but we're going to be putting on a youth turkey hunt event free of charge to the public, to anybody that wants to be part of it. We're very excited about that. Mark your calendars to be in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, Youth Turkey Weekend, which is the first weekend in April. So make sure to mark your calendars to be with TLC Outfitters and the Youth Turkey Hunt event. We'll have all those details coming up here for you before long, hopefully by next show. Also, we got that turkey photo contest going on. If you when you exit the show tonight, just scroll back a couple of posts, you'll see the photo. Put your favorite turkey hunting photo on there. Put it on there with your hunting buddy or your kid or whoever it may be. We're going to be giving away a brand new custom-made pot call from Burley Custom Calls, our good buddy Hunter Maines. Let me tell you something, man. He is phenomenal at making these calls. And can you remember that wood? I'm afraid of making a fool of myself. It starts with the Wigner, I don't know. But this wood is beautiful. It's a chocolate-looking wood. He hand turns these things, hand tunes them. That's going to be a slate pot call with the work. So we're going to be giving that, shipping that to somebody for turkey season. And if you've not checked them out on Instagram, check out Burley Custom Calls, our good friend Hunter Maines, cranking out pot calls, grunt tubes. He's cranking out mouth calls, diaphragm. I mean, they are phenomenal, man. Burley Custom Calls on Instagram. Check them out and give them a like. Also, check us out on our website, www.tlcoutfitters.com. We have got all kinds of stuff on there. Go on there and book you a hunt, man. I'm telling you, it's not too late. It's a great gift ideal. Also, we have a new podcast coming out. Chris, we're going to launch that thing at the middle of this month.
Yes.
We got a new podcast coming out. Of course, Chris Meade's going to be the host of that. It's presented by TLC Outfitters, called Bugling with the Brothers. Man, we are very excited about that. Going to be all kinds of new topics, new things to talk about. Going to be focused mainly on Eastern Kentucky, but all things abroad. Check it out, Bugling with the Brothers podcast, presented by TLC Outfitters, coming up, hopefully, February the 15th, man. We are excited about our new podcast. So thank you to everybody. Please stay safe tonight. Stay safe in the upcoming days. We've got some nasty weather coming our way. If you can do so safely, get out there in the woods and on the water. Enjoy what God has gave us and his great creation. Huge shout out and thank you to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife for all their personnel, the men and women of Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Check out all things fw.ky.gov for all the resources, rules, regs, season dates, and everything for your official source for hunting and fishing in the state of Kentucky. That's fw.ky.gov. Thank you to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here next Wednesday night on TLC Outfitters Live.
Eastern Kentucky, where I was raised, where the wildlife and mountains call my name. I was born to hunt, I was born to guide, a camouflage on a rifle by my side. Just good old country boys chasing dreams in the Appalachian mountains.